Under My Spell is a very practical, easy to do routine. You can use a borrowed deck of cards and you can apply many different presentations. Check out the live performance. Would you reach in and remove a card, please?
Yes.
Have a look at it and show it to the camera. As I run through the cards, anytime you like, say stop.
Stop.
Place a card back. The rest of the cards go on top. Now, I'm going to try to find your card in a magical way. Just concentrate on your card, please. Your card was a black card.
Yes.
But not a spade, not a spade.
No.
If I need to find a card, would you just hold your hands out for me? Say the Ace of Hearts. I could spell A-C-E-O-F-H-E-A-R-T-S. I end up with the Ace of Hearts. But you chose a card as well. Which card did you choose?
Jack di Fiori.
The Jack of Clubs.
Yes.
But if we spell J-A-C-K-O-F-C-L-U-B-S, we end up with your Jack of Clubs.
Yeah. Jack di Fiori, yeah.
Under My Spell can be done with a shuffled deck. You ask a spectator to give the cards a shuffle. When they do, you take them back and you glimpse the bottom card, because this effect relies on a key card. Now in this instance, the Jack of Diamonds is my key card. Now a very easy way to glimpse the bottom card is just to take the deck back and pick it up in your right hand, and as you make a gesture, casually glance down and have a look at it. Another technique is just a squaring technique, so you can dribble the cards from hand to hand, and as you square the cards, you're tilting them up into this position momentarily, which allows me to look down at the Jack of Diamonds. If I turn here, you'll be able to see my line of view. I can see the Jack of Diamonds clearly as I square the cards up. So all I need to do is have a look at the bottom card, then I can have a card selected very fairly. A card is selected from the deck. For explanation purposes, the card selected is the Two of Hearts. The Two of Hearts is placed back in the deck, but we're going to use the Hindu shuffle to ensure that it goes right beneath the Jack of Diamonds, which is our key card. So I'm going to pull cards off from the top. I ask the spectator to say stop wherever they like. I'm going to try to guide them so they stop me near the centre. So that's just a little bit of timing, very easy to do. They place their card in face down. I drop the rest of the cards on top, and I usually dribble the cards to show that there's no control. Now I ask them to concentrate on the card that's in their mind, and I pretend that I'm going to do some kind of mind reading effect with them. In fact, what I'm going to do is to spread through the cards. I'm going to angle the cards up so that they face me. I'd be doing this right in front of my face, but for explanation purposes I'll do it down here. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for my key card, which I remember is the Jack of Diamonds. As soon as I get to the Jack of Diamonds, I know the card to the right of it is the selection. So in this case, as we recall, it's the Two of Hearts. And I count from the Two of Hearts, spelling one card for each letter. So it's actually a spell as opposed to a count. The Two of Hearts, on the two, I say T to myself, W-O, O-F-H-E-A-R-T-S. My Two of Hearts is now done. Now I've got a Queen of Hearts here, so I'm going to spell the Queen of Hearts as well. I'm going to go Q-U-E-E-N-O-F-H-E-A-R-T-S. Now, I haven't got enough cards to do another spell, so at this point I would just make a casual gesture as I cut these cards from the top to the bottom, and I'm going to turn the deck face down. So I would, because I know what their card is now, I'd say, you're thinking of a red card, aren't you? They'd say, yes. I said, you know, if I was thinking of a red card, say the Queen of Hearts, and I'd make it look as if I'm just at that moment thinking of a card. I could spell to it one card for each letter. And sometimes I throw in a false cut here. This is taught elsewhere on the DVD, but it's a very practical cut that you can use in lots of routines. Doesn't change the order of anything, but I now spell one card for each letter. So I say the Queen of Hearts, I could go Q-U-E-E-N-O-F-H-E-A-R-T-S. I end up with the Queen of Hearts, and that's an amazing revelation. Now I say to them, but you're thinking of a card. What card are you thinking of? They tell you the name of their card, which in this case is the Two of Hearts, and you spell sometimes into their hand. If you watch the explanation, they're cupping their hands. I'm spelling it in there. If you've got a table space, you can do it on the table. T-W-O-O-F, 2 of, H-E-A-R-T-S. You end up with their card, the 2 of Hearts. Now, I did say that this was a very practical routine and there's lots of different presentations that you can do. If you are able to determine your host's name, if you're booked for a party and you know their name, instead of spelling to the 2 of Hearts, when you get to the 2 of Hearts in the centre of the deck or the card underneath the key card, you can actually spell their name. So instead of spelling 2 of Hearts for the second revelation, you can spell the Queen out and say, you know what, you chose a card, but it's personal to you. So instead of spelling the name of the card, we'll spell your name. So if I was doing it for myself, I could spell Andrew Murray, and on the final Y of Murray, I turn it over and it's the chosen card. It's very practical. If you try it out, you'll realise it's very flexible. You can use it in almost any situation. And this is one I know that you're going to use and enjoy.